YouTube test. YouTube test. YouTube test. YouTube test. YouTube test. YouTube test. Can I have a grape?
Nice.
Yes, please. YouTube, why can't YouTube test? YouTube test. YouTube test. YouTube test. Okay. YouTube test. YouTube test. Finally. Twitch test. Oh, Twitch test. Twitch test. Twitch test. Twitch test. Oh, Twitch test. Instagram test.
Picture this.
If you're sleeping in a position like this, you got to hear about this thing. There's this new contour pillow out there. It's basic.
Picture this. A crowded train in Tokyo. A toddler starts to melt down, and the mother does nothing. No yelling, no bribing with snacks, no desperate whispers of "stop it right now." She just waits, calmly, like she knows something the rest of the world doesn't. And here's the thing, she does. Because Japanese children are consistently ranked among the most well-behaved, self-disciplined kids on the planet. Not because they're punished into obedience, but because of a parenting philosophy so simple and so powerful that once you hear it, you'll never see your child's behavior the same way again. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have 3 tools that Japanese parents have used for centuries, and you
I'll put a phone number for the Zelle. But hang on. An email? Nope. It's the same situation from the other day. Remember what I told you? Nope. Nope. It didn't happen. Mm-hmm. How much? What's the amount? And you said that you moved from to Wealthfront. Okay, I can move from. I have $1,000 in a savings account that I can move over to my checking account so that I can process the full Zelle. Because this is an instant transfer because it's the same bank. That's why I keep the buffer. Sorry, it's how much is it that you moved from Diamond's account that you moved into the World Front? Okay, and how much did Diamond give to you? 1,600. Because I'm about to pay, what, 1,700? Okay, well, alright, well then I'm just gonna take 1,700 so that I can get that moving. Yeah, because I'm paying out of Apple. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm ready. No, keep her on. Because it's going to give me a nope. Yeah, what's the name? What tab is it in? That's New Jersey, right? It said Vivian Santos. $16.99. Thanks.
Hold on.
Hmm? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Yep.
Then we're gonna have to send it into separate payments because we have
It's pending.
yeah. It's maxing us out for 1,600 right now. So if we can send the last 100 maybe tomorrow or tomorrow morning. So and is that the only way that he takes it? Does he do Venmo or anything? Because I know Venmo has a bigger limit.
You see this?
Yeah, because Zelle usually has so much, but I think Venmo is twice.
It's not looking in the email.
It's not letting us send it to him. Unable Yeah, maybe if you're done now. Let me try to get that. The last thing was different on this head though, but I had to admit it.
Did you figure it out?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't actually done now. It's so slow. They were told the month right a second ago. Pick it up. Do you recognize this person second? The painting that we saw first.
Yeah.
So he was given one time.
Oh. Wait, can I see everything? What were you? I don't know what you were asking me to. Was it Oscar? What? Yes. The payment thought you were asking if I recommend. Yeah, that's Eternal Baby Wife. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, yep, 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 yep. Oh, I thought you were talking about, yeah. You're talking about the payment to the person. Yeah, we're looking at that. Baby. Let's talk about it. What do you think? Yeah, I'm a little confused. What do you mean, like, told them a different price? Like, they told the rent was how much? Why? I don't understand. Forehead kiss. Okay. This is Tony47Gaming, and we are continuing with Silent Hill F. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and leave a comment. Hinako is in the nightmare world. to this.
Hinako.
She Katy Perry'd me. She said that money you lent me is mine now.
When it comes to endorsements, the why matters as much as the who. So why does Mike Bloomberg support Michael Lasher for Congress? Because Lasher helped pass New York's gun safety law. Governor Kathy Hochul? Because Lasher stood up to Trump to guarantee abortion rights. Congressman Jerry Nadler? Because Lasher Trump-proofed New York to keep ICE out of hospitals and schools. Why do so many people we trust endorse Michael Lasher? He's a fighter who stands up to Trump and gets results. Stand for New York PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
These are the most interesting videos on the internet. Back in 2013, a boat carrying 12 men near Nigeria sunk to the bottom of the ocean. 3 days later, a diving crew was called in to collect the bodies of the men that perished. They were shocked when they saw that one crew member was still alive.
What's that? Okay. Alright, you found one, yeah? He's alive, he's alive! Okay.
They gave him some scuba gear and were able to safely bring him back to the surface.
Good job, my friend, well done. You're a survivor.
It's hard to see, but that little white speck is a human egg next to a coin to show how small it is. If you still can't see it, here are 10 human eggs all clustered together. This person stepped outside their home in Norway and found some mysterious lights floating in the sky.
What the...
It turns out that these lights were rockets launched by NASA to study solar winds. This is the skull of a woodpecker. What's interesting about this is that their tongue is so long that it actually wraps all the way around their head.
That their tongue actually wraps around the back of their head and all the way onto the top of their head, sometimes as far as reaching back into the right nostril. And so here it is in top view, and you can actually see it's really pretty remarkable.
There are so many mosquitoes in Russia that the mosquitoes clump together to make huge tornadoes. Here's a really cool device that nurses will use to look for veins on their patients. These people were diving off the coast of Norway when they discovered a giant egg sac. This sac belongs to a squid, and the sac contains thousands of individual baby squid. This is lycopodium powder, which is made from the spores of plants. This powder is so hydrophobic that this person can stick their hand into water and still be completely dry.
Now check out what happens when I stick my hand into the lycopodium spores. Into the water. And my hand still comes out dry.
In case you didn't know, toucans have transparent skin that allows you to see their bones and veins. The US Navy recorded themselves shooting at practice targets in the water. As a result, many of the bullets can be seen bouncing way off the water, going in different directions.
Look at him go! Right off the water like that, eh?
Here's what it sounds like when you drop a piece of ice down a glacier hole that is hundreds of meters deep. This is how fast a bubble can freeze when it is super cold out. This person noticed something kinda creepy about this computer camera. For some reason, the camera has the ability to see through plastic. Even though the cover is on, you can see the batteries inside of this remote. This is what the inside of an MRI machine looks like. This person was born with a condition called coloboma. Someone with this condition can normally see just fine, but might have difficulty driving at night. The inside of this mushroom turns blue when it becomes exposed to oxygen. This is what the tongue of a cat looks like up close. This is what it looks like when a paper towel absorbs water and space.
Almost like you had jello on your hands or gel on your hand, and it'll just stay there. Wonderful moisturizer on my hands.
This is what it looks like to run a sprinkler in the snow.
Geyser.
It's covering the sun. Whoa.
This is what happens when you remove a balloon from liquid nitrogen. As the gas inside the balloon warms up, the molecules begin to expand again like normal. It's possible to create a bridge made of water by using electricity. Scientists are still not entirely sure why water behaves this way.
Straight across that guy. So I'm going to bring it up, voltage up. Now I'll bring the voltage back down.
This guy lost one of his eyes to cancer, but he had a great idea to replace it. He created a custom LED titanium flashlight to put in his head. Some people think this might be dangerous, but he has been wearing this flashlight for 2 years and it never gets hot. This is how small the baby of a sugar glider is when they are just born. Researchers at IBM managed to make the smallest movie ever by creating a stop-motion animation out of individual atoms. If you're a beekeeper, you might need to order bees in the mail. This beekeeper ordered some queen bees to place in beehives that don't have any queens.
How the fuck did he get them in there so clever? It's pretty smart, isn't it? Here we go, here we go. Look at them go! Look at them go, guys! So how cool is that? He's put them in toilet rolls this time.
I had no idea that white onions go transparent underwater. This is what it's like to release the anchor on a giant ship. A fisherman caught a fish and then tried to release it, but it wouldn't swim back down. This is because there was air in the gas bladder of the fish. The fisherman helped the fish burp to release the air.
Burp it out. Is that better? Now let's see.
Oh, look at that. Away he goes.
Here's a really simple but cool science experiment. If you take ice cubes and put them in a glass of veggie oil, you can actually see the ice cubes melt. This is how someone who is blind scrolls through social media on their phone. Their phone will read and tell them what the comments say. But here's the really cool thing. Since this person is blind, their sense of hearing and listening is heightened. He can understand and listen to his phone reading comments at 365 words per minute.
I'm feeling happy today because of 2 things that happened to me. First thing that happened was that no one liked one of my comments that I know you in one of your posts. The other thing is that I had to get reconnected with Wi-Fi at the Bluetooth here. And B, C, helped me to get reconnected. So that's why I'm so happy. I love your other Coco. Blue heart. And again,
This is how cuttlefish hypnotize their prey before attacking. The scientists wanted to see how long it would take these ants to solve this puzzle. The US Navy wanted to see if they could break through the Arctic Circle with their submarine. This plane doesn't need much space to take off. This person somehow managed to create a fire vortex inside of a bubble.
I've got a dense gas here. I'm going to breathe it in or see how it sounds.
This is sulfur hexafluoride, otherwise sometimes known as the deep voice gas. What happens if I breathe in a gas that's even denser? This is polyfluoride butane. If sulfur hexafluoride is the deep voice gas, this is the deeper voice gas. I am the dark Lord Featherbridge and I've come to eat your shit.
These scientists took a 3,000-year-old mummy to a hospital to scan his throat. They wanted to scan his throat because they wanted to learn what this mummy sounded like. For the first time in over 3,000 years, scientists were able to create this one sound of what this person probably sounded like. You can physically see blood pulsing through the body of this microscopic worm. So I guess animals can get drunk too. This is what happens when squirrels eat fermented fruit. So I guess popping a balloon in a nuclear power plant cooling tower sounds like thunder.
Vengeance will be mine.
On May 8th.
This is a war for the fate of your world.
Rated R.
At first, she thought it was a coincidence. But turns out, community moves you. Quite literally. Explore your story.
Total power doesn't just happen. You have to make it happen. With Total Wireless, you have unlimited 5G wireless with no contract and no caps. Plus, get a Samsung Galaxy on us. Switch to Total Wireless. That's a total power move.
New Game Plus is that sniffing good.
Wow. In case you didn't know, you have two large bones in your forearm. When your palms are facing up, they are perpendicular and don't touch, but when your palms are facing down, the bones cross each other. This is the eye of a tuna fish. They have vision that is 20 times better than humans. You can see how the eye acts like a magnifying glass.
And that's why they're so hard to catch, because they can see everything.
Sometimes, if a musician needs to have brain surgery, doctors will have them perform during the procedure. This helps the surgeons know exactly where the main problems are occurring. This is how aquariums give anesthesia to their fish so that surgery can be safely performed. Some cars have built-in air jack systems to make it really easy to change the tires. These scientists wanted to observe the aerodynamics of birds by having them fly through soap bubbles. This ape is smart enough to know how to use a juice box. This crab grabbed a jellyfish and then put it on its head to protect itself from predators. If you take steel wool and burn it, it will gain mass. Steel wool is made of iron. When it burns, it forms iron oxide, which has a greater mass than iron. This is the saw that is used to cut through bones when performing an autopsy. The saw was designed so that it can't cut through human skin, but it can cut through bone. He then demonstrated how the saw works using a bone from a pig. These two ants somehow have the strength to pull this giant cockroach. Some people have to wait for the bus to get to work, while this guy waits to get on a giant moving ship. These cats all woke up at the same time because they felt an earthquake that was about to hit. This is what it looks like when a snail lays eggs. This pilot wanted to show off his skills by having his plane dive down and spin while trying his best to not lose any water. There are certain types of honeybees that will create mesmerizing waves on their nest when they feel threatened by another animal close by. This is the CN Tower in Toronto, Canada, and it creates what appears to be random colors of light on the side of the building. A photographer cracked the code and discovered that if you take a picture of each line and then stitch them together, they create certain images.
Good technique.
Straight up on the snuff.
This is called Braille Screen Input, and it makes it possible for someone who is blind to text on their phone. A combination of the numbers on the screen creates different characters.
God said, cap D A, this, I, S, is A, A, D, E, M, O, W, O, F, of, B, R, L, Rail, S, C, R, E, E, N, screen, I, L, P, U, T, input, O, N, R, T, I, P, H, dot, O, period. Portrait.
This guy figured out a smart way to get rid of bugs.
Asik. Mengenali laron, guys.
This person made a platform game that uses objects from around the room. A few years ago, people saw this mysterious blue light over New York City. People thought it was aliens, but it was actually a small explosion at a power plant. This is an anhydroagate, which is basically just a rock that has water that's been trapped inside for millions of years. Back in the 1960s, the Lockheed U-2 was an aircraft that the US military used to spy on other nations. The plane flew so high in the sky that it would skim on the edge of space. The pilots had to dress up in gear that resembled an astronaut suit. Here's an extreme close-up of what getting a tattoo looks like. This person has a school textbook from 1915. A student wrote on the first page, "Look on page 100." When you go to page 100, at the top it says, "You are a fool for looking." So we all just got pranked by a 12-year-old from over 100 years ago. This is the kind of intense training that a freediver needs to go through to improve their ability to hold their breath.
That's when I decided I would do a final stroke to end the dive, but it was too late. I had my first blackout at my first competition. The safety divers quickly did the rescue protocol. Blow, tap, talk. Blow air on the face, tap the cheek, and talk to the diver, which will bring the freediver back to consciousness.
This cat saw that this baby was about to crawl down the stairs and stopped him. This rare baby zebra was born with spots instead of stripes.
But it's special.
This is rare. Their baby zebra was born with spots instead of stripes.
But it's special.
A scientist found a silk moth caterpillar that screams every time it is touched. This huge floating bog started to get too close to land, so local boaters came together to push it back into the lake. This person needed surgery to have an artificial heart placed in his chest. This is what the heartbeat of an artificial heart sounds like. An artist took over 4,000 individual photographs, cut them out by hand, and made a stop-motion animation. This man is believed to have the largest hands in the world. His hand size is measured at around 14.5 inches around. This isn't the result of some sort of disease, he was just born with big arms and hands.
I'm not quite sure, but I can do silly things like hide little different things from around the house. And juice, tomato juice. Put it in my hand and no, I can't see it. A lot of people don't realize it's very hard to shop for clothes or shoes. The horses are nice, they're just relaxing to me. Gives me something to do, gets your minds off stuff and just enjoy them.
Vets will use tiny eye-punching machines on animals to test the pressure to make sure that they have healthy eyes. This dog has a condition where every time it gets excited, it faints for about a second. The owners checked in with various doctors to see if it was something serious like a seizure, but turns out it's completely harmless. The owners state that their dog is very happy and doesn't seem to be bothered too much by this neurological condition.
Why does Mike Bloomberg support Michael Asher? He helped pass our gun safety law. Governor Hochul, he stood up for abortion rights. Congressman Nadler, Lasher's keeping ICE out. That's why so many people we trust are endorsing Michael Asher.
Summer begins with combat. God damn. Mortal Kombat 2, May 8th.
Did you know the Walmart app has over 500 million items? He knew.
New patio.
She knew.
Cool outfit.
He knows now. And knowing is a beautiful thing.
Oh, no.
The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
As technology advances, prosthetic limbs are getting more sophisticated and more lifelike. Bionic hands are advancing to the point that they can do many of the same tasks as a human hand. But how do today's state-of-the-art prosthetics change the relationship between humans and technology? Are they just a useful tool, or could they be considered a human enhancement?
Try and go up. Okay, and back down.
This is the most complex robotic arm in existence today. You can control that using thought from the brain. As humans, we are tool users. And every time we invent a new tool, that changes the way we live.
The big step forward is going to be improving that link with the body. It's just got to become second nature.
I just consider myself a normal person that's lucky enough to have a bionic hand.
So you were born without a hand, is that right?
Yeah, I was born without my right hand, and we don't really know why. It's just the way I came out. And I've found ways in life to adapt so that I feel like, although I don't do everything in a way that other people would expect me to, I find my own way.
And you've had a few different prosthetics before. What was your first reaction when you heard about this new bionic hand?
I was a bit sceptical, to be honest. I'm very well adapted to doing everything in my life with just one hand. So the idea that there could be a technology out there that was good enough to make me change my ways and actually do things with two hands was not that convincing. Since I've got it, though, I have been won over. It's got these different grip patterns that mean I can do things that I couldn't actually do before.
How long did it take to get used to it?
It took a while, not because of the operating action, that was really easy, but what took a while was overcoming that hurdle of relearning everything. Because I've spent so much of my life doing things with one hand or having my little adapted ways of doing things, I had to make sure I had the patience to do things differently.
How does this bionic hand compare to some of your previous prosthetics?
These are ones I had as a child.
How old were you with that one? That is tiny.
I think I had that at 6 months old. But the idea was that I tried having two hands so that the doctors could see whether I would take to it or not.
And compared to these more kind of lifelike skin texture arms, it does look very robotic.
I didn't choose how it looks, but I'm actually far happier for it to look like this than for it to try and imitate a real hand in its appearance. Because I'm not trying to fool anyone. I'm not trying to say, actually, I have two hands. It's more up front. There's no hiding.
The hand Nikki uses is called the B-Bionic Small. It's made by a company called Steeper in Leeds, which claims it uses technology from Formula One and Swiss watchmaking to make the hand as functional as possible. I wanted to find out how the mechanics inside Nikki's hand worked and what predictions the engineers at Steeper had for the future of prosthetics.
So tell us about the B-Bionic. How does this differ from other prosthetics?
Well, traditionally, if you get a myoelectric hand, it's just generally an open and close, whereas you get incredibly high grip force in a small area. So things like a wine glass or a piece of fruit is quite difficult to control, whereas this has got 5 digits that all drive in independently, so it can wrap around and give a really compliant grip. The other thing that the hands are doing that makes it look very natural is each of the fingers are tracking the other. So if one's going too slow, every 50 milliseconds, they check where each are and adjust to get a perfect grip. The tripod grip, which is the thumb and the 2 fingers coming together, that's quite difficult to do, and it's taken a few generations of hands to get it absolutely perfect.
What do you imagine the prosthetic hand in 5 years' time or 10 years' time would look like?
So I think 10 to 15, maybe growing them back, you know. I think there's going to be, you can see real advances in those sort of building organic systems over printed structures. So there's like ear structures and things already being made. Hand is very, very complex, but you know, in that time frame, I imagine we might be more biologically integrated than we are now.
Boom! That's a winner. I didn't take you as a baseball fan, Blake.
Come on, I love homers, and this little bad boy lets me pick one for free every day of the week. I can make a pick for Moonshot Monday.
All right, so what's going on? How's that South?
Gunshot. That's my wife in there.
Okay. The kids haven't seen anything yet.
I told her to keep them outside.
Yeah, keep them outside.
She's the only one who was in there. She was asleep.
Well, she's really good. All right. Has she ever said anything like that? Has she had problems before? Okay.
I had to go to my safety box. I guess she thought the password out and took it out.
Okay. Is she the mom to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turned her head over to take her purse. It looked like it went in right here behind the temple.
Okay.
And came out right here.
What color was it?
It's a Ruger right here.
Okay. About how long ago?
As soon as I called.
Well, what time was that? You know? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. And all these are hers and yours? Okay. Nobody else has been here? All right. Is that from you?
Oh, that's tight.
Okay. What's to the right? Okay. I see it. Okay. EMS is on the way, and she's got a history.
Well, we got, man,
okay, yes. Okay.
Me and her got into it the other day. Her mama knows everything else. We all got into it. But she's been making me all the time. That's why I keep the guns up and safety thoughts. We got into it this morning because I'll be honest, I don't shoot out all this shit. McDonald's in safety thought. I didn't know she was on do it.
Right. We're turning TV down?
Yeah. Sorry for that.
That's all. You're all right.
I was going to move the gun back.
Yeah, exactly. Don't. Yeah, you did good.
Girl, stay right there, okay?
Pretty obvious. And the door's closed. How you doing? Well, you related?
Grandpa.
To his dad or her? Lexi. Okay. Well, she's taking her own life, it looks like. She been diagnosed with anything that you know of?
Her mom will be here in a minute. She'll be the one that can tell you all that.
Okay.
I'm not really her dad.
Okay, I understand.
Well, Daddy, let me get you a sign. It's on her way. She's coming from Bowling Green.
Okay.
Hospital with her brother.
They already started.
Y'all just sit right there, please. Okay? Be really good and sit right there for Daddy and me, okay? The only thing I take is the cover. That's what I told you. I'm not going to talk to her anything. I wouldn't let her get it.
Yeah, that's probably best, especially if she's driving. Yeah.
She's already had 3 heart attacks.
All right.
I can't believe I just shut on her living in there.
I know. That's going to be the next thing.
There's an air conditioner in the window right by her head, but I think she's a little extra cold.
Think so?
Yeah.
He said he heard, and I don't know what the timeline is yet.
She's done like death white.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of light too. Her color just looked like she'd been gone a while. And then when I touched her, and she was pretty cool.
Right. When they give it at 4:02,
So it's been like,
that's only 22 minutes.
yeah. And I mean, she's cold.
When he talked
I
to
moved
me,
nothing. I literally touched her neck.
Well, I'm getting her to ask if she's left-handed because the gun's on the left side of her.
Yeah. I ain't no
So it's corner, only but I'd 20 say she's been down for minutes. 120 minutes.
Right. She left her right-handed, you know. Right-handed.
I think I'm the only one that take her in here. I can't believe she did this.
And how long before you called as soon as you heard the...
I was outside playing.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not trying to study.
Right, you're right.
I was outside playing with them 3. She was in the crib asleep. She was awake. And I heard a gunshot. I thought it was up there, but I know she knows the password to the safe, so I run up here and check. And
so you checked right when you heard it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then,
as soon as
you
I
called right after
that?
that?
I called her mama first, and I called y'all.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what to do.
Right. I understand.
She was in there screaming and crying. I wish you smoked. You cigarettes.
Well, I might be able to help you out. I don't smoke, but I carry them for other people.
Can I have one?
I think I got some kind of menthols or something, but well, they can't take them in jail with them, so I collect them.
Oh, well, that's fair too.
Yeah, I'm about out though. I guess I ain't taking nobody in a while that had cigarettes. Oh, look, I'm down to my last 2.
Oh, no.
Hey, Jackie, it's Clay. I've got an OL for you. Uh-huh. Well, the stepdad didn't think so. He thought he was only left-handed one out of the bunch. Since he's left-handed, he would probably know.
I didn't know there's a trailer out here that anybody lived in. UPS took me to the bar down here on the corner.
Oh, that's probably about right.
They ain't from here, though, I don't think. I know he ain't, because he had 600 social
Well, he
security.
wasn't born here, but he's got a Kentucky driver's license.
Does he? 'Cause I don't know.
I don't know him.
And my boyfriend's their age, so
I ain't never seen her either.
Hold up right here by Jimmy Rimpo's old house and see what we got.
So, hold up where his old oak tree used to be.
So if you put this in there, which you said the gun was on the left-hand side, so is the holster. You would think she would cut the gun in her left hand, the holster in her right hand, and the holster on the right hand side. Not do this.
Well, 20 minutes ain't very long either. She's, you know, as longer as you think. And Joe Brad can tell, I'm guessing, can he? We'll see what he
It's
says.
just most of the time, by the time we get here, especially on shootings like this, they still look like they could be alive. Like, she didn't even look like she could be alive.
I was here quick. He says he called just as soon as it happened. So within 20
I
minutes.
just can't imagine. Don't get me wrong, women kill themselves every day, but one, they normally don't do it with a gun.
I thought that on my way here.
And two, maybe we'll discuss on my way here. And two, I could never imagine my life being bad enough for me to kill myself with my baby laying in the crib right beside me.
Yeah, now I ain't gonna say that, but
I
because
couldn't
a lot of them do. Were we out?
You think they do?
Well, she's had 4 of them.
Right, but and it was even one thing they saw outside.
He said they've
I
got
couldn't imagine with the crib.
into arguments before, and she's threatened to do it.
Mostly those people that threaten to do it don't ever do it.
Not usually. Mom will be here soon. She'll know more, I guarantee you. The poor baby's living in this place. If I'd come to this place before this happened, social services had already been here. You got here quick, because if he thinks anything, I'll be making a phone call.
And hopefully, hopefully it is just a clean cut, But either way, something needs to be done about this living with these children.
What's up, Bradley? What's up, bud? What we got going on here? The gun laying beside her. Now, the stepdad's saying she's left-handed or right-handed, and the gun's on her left side. Really? Yeah, and EMS is saying she's too cool for how long, so, yeah, we'll see what you say, and then we'll go from there. It's a 50-ass play.
Yeah, she's right-handed. I ain't got nothing.
According to the stepdad, her left hand's up there, ain't it?
Oh, she's pretty warm.
Huh? Okay. You can step out. You don't have to be here. Okay. I don't see the remote. Where was he at? He was outside. He was outside with the kids, 3 of them, and the little one was right here. He said all he did was pull the covers back. 2 AAAs. Y'all have any AAA batteries? Yeah, I ain't got AAA.
We got anything we put them in.
God, I don't either. He said her leg was pretty warm.
Okay.
There you go. That's what he had.
I know. I don't know if he can use mine.
The way her left hand is and everything, it looks just, it looks just like she. That's just like
what he
well.
wants. His is just red.
Are they long guns? Are they long guns? Long, what does that mean? Long guns?
Like shotguns, rifles?
No, I got one's a rifle, one's a
Here?
No, not here.
Okay.
Only back.
That's the only one you have here.
Yeah.
Yeah, his probably just reads low.
You have one of those that off fast.
Let's get that thing going on too, but. And you're looking at 40, almost about 50 minutes now, probably.
Air conditioner. But she had cover on, right?
Yes,
well,
he
he said when he come here after he heard it, he pulled the cover off. See if you all can try the Child Protective Services. I called it, nobody will answer, and just have them call myself. What's her birthday?
Don't know for sure. She's 1 though.
You don't know her birthday?
I love my walk down the house.
Okay.
The only kid I know is. There's your mama.
All right.
Because they have lights on, they gotta get her to the hospital. Honey, she's not in the camera. Oh my God! Why are you here? She hates you! She hates you! You don't need to be here! I gotta see her. Where is she? I gotta see her!
You don't want to see her.
She's not in there. You gotta stop her. She ain't gonna listen.
What's your relation here?
Her mother is my sister.
Okay, but y'all don't get along evidently. Are you and somebody?
I've been the outcast of the family for years.
Yeah. I don't know. Come on, these grandbabies need you.
I tried calling probably about 7 times. It continues to ring until voicemail. No one's picking up. I don't know if they'll get back to us or not.
Simple. Are they going to come stay with you all? No. Okay.
Is there anybody that can bring them out some clothes and stuff?
It'll be a little while.
How bad is she?
Oh, I don't know that.
Can you find out?
Well, I mean, she shot herself. I can tell you that. But I mean,
I don't understand.
And she's had problems before? She has?
Bipolar.
Okay.
But a mother's not supposed to have to say goodbye to their child.
I understand.
Oh, God, I haven't been able to let Mama go, and now I gotta...
We're getting weird.
Oh, my God.
There's a whole lot of babies to take care of. What's that?
Am I allowed back in there?
Where you need to go?
I need to go see the cup. It's in the room in her crib.
Oh, no. Not in there right now.
Can you go get it?
Till they're done. Hold on a second now. He needs you. All right, they're needing a sippy cup out of here too.
Remember how her hand was up by her head?
Yep.
Had it blood on the back of her hand. If she shot her to lift her hand there and they removed it, there's no way she could have smacked it on the bed and raised it back up.
I hear you, but it's all like from this side going out, right?
Yeah, but see how that blood's climbing up that pillowcase?
Yeah.
How long it takes to climb up that pillowcase? Under her arm's 99 degrees.
Oh, hell.
So, time is right. Well, we don't like that spot on the back of her hand. This puddle matches exactly. It matches the outline of that puddle right there. Hand was propped up there like that.
Yeah, but I don't remember seeing blood on the back of her hand.
So I took a bunch before I ever touched the blankets or anything.
He says there's a sippy cup. I thought they won't answer the damn phone. They ain't gonna stay here tonight. I'm sure they're going with grandparents or something.
There's my fourth picture right there.
It's there. Prints or anything will be on her, and his prints are gonna be on the gun anyway.
We can bag her hand and do it out at the office.
Well, there you go. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll tell you right there. Not doing good.
That's why I told them they'd show up when I come back and play.
Oh, well, see, they won't. Hey, these people won't. I won't even tell them they're coming. Look at the damn flies. I didn't even want to go back there. Worse?
Yep.
I was afraid of that. Oh, God, dude.
There you
go. Grip, stability, precision. That's the essence of driving. Lawfin.
Get more from your phone without purchasing a new one with the SanDisk Phone Drive.
This is Blue Chew Gold, the ultimate 4-in-1.
My 401ks from old jobs were scattered, probably like yours if you've ever changed jobs. But with Pension B, all my
He's probably gonna go to her mama's house.
He is?
With the kids?
With the kids, good.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all been in the house or not, but
they fight like.
I mean, it's probably as bad as some of them I've ever seen.
I've never been up
That's
here.
That's the one thing they stayed into it because she wouldn't get up and help him.
She's had a history of mental illness.
Yeah. And she's ran off with a dope dealer the first time for 6 months. I moved in with my son, didn't take care of the kids. He dropped the EPO and let her come back, thought she was going to change. Nothing didn't change. Started all over again. A couple days ago, she was at the Nolan Lake with another man. He let her come back again. It's the girl she's been talking to on Facebook. He found out that she went down there, and when she left the first time, she was on meth. She done really good for a solid 3 years. And then it came back up again. So he's going to stay with her mom until I find a place, and then he'll finally move in with me.
I've got CPS on the way.
Oh, we get Rachel. Is she on call?
She said she wasn't, but she'd get her. Okay. Going to be this way.
Okay. Evidently, she's run off 2 or 3 times and been on meth and got all kinds of mental problems and a pretty good little history for no older than she is.
And someone went in either.
They will. They'll take her in this truck right here. Is she on any medications or anything?
She quit taking every bit of her medications.
Okay.
Bipolar, schizophrenic, 3 different kinds of personality, depression medicine. She quit taking all of it. Oh, and she's supposed to have surgery the 30th, and she canceled it. They told her she didn't have it. She was going to die.
Pancreatitis. Part of her pancreas is dead, and her gallbladder has got filled with a bunch of stone. They said if they don't get it, because she's been staying sick from it. She went to the hospital today, and I gave her some pain pills and stuff, but she didn't take every one of them damn things.
Tumor on the
brain. It's not tumors, but swollen tissue on her brain.
Yeah.
She's been staying really sick. She went to the hospital the other day, last Friday.
You got to go to my office for a while, okay? We do a post-mortem exams. Then we run toxicology.
Fish eating drugs or
yeah, we'll see if she was taking her medicine or what.
Well, no, she wasn't.
But that's the only pill bottles you know it's got her name on it. Okay?
That's the only thing I know.
Okay.
There's a maternal grandparents out here. That's where they're going tonight.
You've seen the lockbox. What are you talking about?
No, but I ain't looked at it.
Well, here's the deal. He said he kept his gun in the lockbox.
Yeah, he did say so. Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
I agree with that too. But then when I asked him about her medicine, he said he had to keep it in the lockbox because she overdosed. So, well, if she can get the gun out, she can get her medicine out.
Let me ask him what's that. Where's the lockbox at where the gun is?
Entertainment center.
On what? Entertainment center in the bedroom?
Yeah, entertainment center. It's open. I never did close.
It's underneath it?
Yeah, it's open.
Okay. So she can get in there to get a gun, but...
Right.
And there's meds in there, Bradley.
That's to keep people from getting their medication, right?
Yeah, I guess. According to the stepdad, all the other guns were taken to his house because of her.
He said I go.
You're the only SO unit out right now.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna check KSC and see if they've got anybody. We've got a suspicious person laying in the ditch about the Hardin County line on 52.
Tell him that's against the law, too.
What's that? Gotta have grandmas?
Having grandma's
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it is.
I don't care that you got it. I'm just letting you know. See the back of the house.
I know. I went back there.
Make him cry.
Dang, dude. Now, that's one of them was saying that's what they argued about was she didn't help her, knew nothing, and one of them was saying that she had taken off twice.
Any of them kids don't talk.
Who's the oldest one of the bunch here? I'm gonna guess she is. Can I talk to you for just a second?
Go talk to him, okay?
We'll go over here to the sun a little bit. So where was y'all at? Was y'all out here playing?
Yeah.
Okay. With Daddy?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
Mom got me got out of bed.
Mommy didn't get out of bed? Yeah. Okay, but you didn't go in the house, did you?
Nope.
Good deal. All right. Little girl said they was out here playing and Daddy running in there and Mama wouldn't get up. She's hard to understand. 5-year-old. Dude, she ought to be farther ahead than what she is. I mean, even then, you could twitch afterwards, could you not? Yeah, I mean, all over her shot deer.
Good, but was she twitching up to lay an arm out and pick it back?
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But see, the blanket is a thing, too. I don't know where it was at. I know he said he checked her for a pulse. Did he check her hand? That's possible. I'm asking him that. Where'd you check her for a pulse at?
On her neck.
On her neck? Okay.
Yeah.
Which side of her neck?
Okay. I think it was about side of the fridge. Said she heard a gunshot. I heard a gunshot too. That's why I tried to keep her outside.
Which one's the one I talked to? Yeah. Okay. So she come in with you?
All of them come in.
Oh, okay.
I kept in the living room.
Okay, I see.
That's when I called whoever I talked to, 911, I talked to Tony outside.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, my nerves are. I run in there and all I seen was blood just squirting out of her head.
It was just coming out of her head?
Just coming out of her head, and I pulled the cover back and I tried to check her purse. I was gonna stop the bleeding, but it was too late.
We got another deal. Social workers coming too. Huh?
Because the house?
Yes.
I know that's not happening.
I know you're all going to your mom tonight is the plan, but she'll talk to you. But yeah, the house is nasty, dude. I mean, it's nasty.
I know it's nasty.
Y'all got bed bugs?
No.
No? Okay.
I think we do.
Or a ton of flies.
Yeah,
and it's just flat out nasty.
I know they're cut fries.
So I can tell her too.
I know it's nasty. I've been trying to clean that.
It's bad, dude.
She won't help me clean the house and nothing.
Okay.
Everything else. I'm the one doing all the cooking and cleaning and everything else. And it's kind of hard with 4 kids. They like getting in the refrigerator too. So.
Is that why you got locks on it?
That's why I got locks on it.
Okay. No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, generally when they come in, they make you clean up. But if you're going somewhere else,
I can't stay here. I was getting. I can't do it.
Social services is coming. CPS. You're going to your house tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. So she'll want to talk to you and go from there. So.
Did she feel any? Is there any way she felt pain?
Oh no, no. No, I would say no way, no how.
And plus the people that she'd been hanging around with.
Who's she hanging around with? All Evanston County people?
Yeah.
She had been down there for a while.
No, but her and her been keeping. And they had just talked 30 minutes before she done this.
The worker, she'll come, she'll talk to y'all, and we'll go from there. Well, yeah, and there ain't no good way, I can tell you that now. I guess the older ones already know, really.
Older ones already know, they don't have to tell her yet.
Yeah.
I was always at the house watching kids while she go do what she want to do. And if I try to talk to her, yeah, can she stay here and have me with the kids and stuff? She said, no, she didn't care.
I come got them the other day because she was getting violent.
Was she?
Yeah, we come got him, all 4 kids.
Oh, yeah.
They stayed at
So you took all 5 of them and left her here then? I see.
I never dreamed of her doing something like this.
Well, she got off her meds, I guess. But she threatened it before?
She threatened it several times.
Right.
I love her. She's my baby.
Right.
But if she got mad at you, she'd make a threat that she knew hurt you. She just had this side to her. Her bipolar would really kick in and she would do or say whatever she had to make you hurt.
Threatened to take the kids away from me, run off and everything else.
Right.
You know, we tried our best to deal with it. I even called Rivendell once. They told me she was over 21. There was nothing I could do.
Mental health and then even drug use. You can't help somebody that doesn't want it. You can't make them do it.
I know.
That's the hard part.
I don't know how to give up my baby.
I've been talking to the mama. Evidently, she's been so bad not taking her meds and they came and got the husband and the 4 kids and got them out of here to get them away from her. Yeah, that was the other day. What about it, man? Good day. Yeah.
According to reports, the unusual blood splatter pattern and other factors triggered investigators to bring the father, Orby Wilson, in for further questioning later that night.
I'm Detective Gaither, Texas State Police. I'll let him introduce himself. You've already met him.
Deputy Boone, yeah.
Yeah. You spend most of the afternoon with me. You come up here when you're on court, you're not under arrest, you're not being detained or anything like that, okay? You're free to leave anytime you want to. The door is simply shut or at convenience, okay? You ever been in trouble with the law at all?
Dogs and quacks and officers.
Any troubles in the past in your relationship?
Our ex there on drugs.
You had issues with him?
Yeah, one was with the RO trailer. He kept on coming up there and trying to kidnap her a couple times. I think he's back in jail. We got into it the other day, last Friday. Before last Friday, because she wanted to go camping with another dude with his 2 kids. We got into it about that, but I didn't want her to go because I told her she could stay home and help me with the kids.
She don't work or nothing?
No.
She ever worked?
No, I've been taking care of everything.
You work?
No, I draw a check every month.
Do you feel like you're the main caregiver for the kids?
Yes.
And had to clean the house and all this stuff?
Yeah, when I asked her, can she help me clean the house and stuff, she didn't want to. But most of she don't stay in that room.
They make you angry?
No, they made me angry. They made me mad, but not mad. And she had a drinking problem too.
I need you to just go from the very beginning of today and just take me through, obviously he came out there,
I don't remember you coming out there,
Bizarrely, Orby doesn't seem to recall the officer on scene. It appears he was the only officer there for roughly 2 hours. Regardless, Orby recounts the same story he shared earlier. This time, Orby shared what he believed Lexus was doing in the room prior to the incident.
She was in a ring back there on her phone.
phone. She said it was just a friend. I mean, I know she got friends, but I don't know who it was. But she wouldn't let me her phone.
I feel like she might have been cheating on you or anything?
I mean, she cheated on me in the past, but it was made up and stuff.
How'd y'all have contact before?
I was trying to make her go to her appointment for her pre-op. I didn't want to watch her just die in front of kids and stuff. I thought I didn't want to argue with you, so I just took those three outside and played ball with them.
Did she mean to the kids?
No, she didn't mean it because she yelled at them.
Did she ever hit you or anything?
Like once or twice when she gets mad off her back when she likes throwing stuff and everything else. And the tennis center broke because she had one of her moves.
Y'all fights got pretty violent sometimes?
No. Usually when I get back with this stuff, I just go outside and like punch a tree or something.
Where was the gun at in the house?
In the safety box. It was locked, but I guess she figured the password because I always use
password protected.
Yeah, I always use birthday, the kid's birthday or my birthday, and I guess she figured it out.
Has she ever got in there before?
Yes.
And she knew probably the gun's in there, right?
Yeah, I asked her to get rid of all the guns because she says you haven't I thought.
So the gun was loaded in the box?
Yes.
Did you buy it?
Yeah, I bought it.
When did you buy it?
As soon as the taxes came in 4 months now.
Have you ever shot it?
Yes.
Has she ever shot it?
Yeah.
Does she know how to operate firearms?
She does, but she don't. I always keep them cocked because she never like doing it.
I mean, I know it was locked up, but why'd you leave it there in the room when she was at?
I usually keep it in a gun because we got coyotes come up there around the trailer.
Because you removed all the other guns, right?
Yeah, I removed all of them. I brought that one back.
How long have you been there?
A week or two ago.
You go in the room, what's the first thing you do?
I pulled the cover back, tried to save her. I checked her pulse and stuff, and she wasn't responsive.
That's the only thing you did?
And pulled the cover back.
You didn't move her
and I grabbed her hand.
You grabbed her hand?
I grabbed her hand.
Both of them or just one of them?
Both. I think both of them.
Why'd you grab her hands for?
Because when I went in there and tried to save her, she was like jerking and stuff, and I tried to help her because I was panicking.
Doing this, right?
Yeah, she's laying on the bed and like
this.
Yeah, I can't deny.
What'd you do when you grabbed her arms?
I pulled them and tried to hold her hand and try to help her, but it wasn't nowhere to do.
Did you like land a full of blood or anything?
I had blood on my hands. I washed them off because I got the kids out. I told my youngest one I didn't want blood all over it.
What were the children doing during this?
I told them to stay outside and was playing on the swing.
Were you the only adult there? There was nobody else?
Yeah, I was the only one there.
No neighbors come over or anything?
No.
Okay. Your wife's left-handed?
Just hand.
So she's left-handed?
Yeah, she's left-handed. But she can use both. She can use both.
Is she right left-handed?
Yeah.
What about eating?
Eating smells.
Well, hang tight for a minute, okay? We'll be back in here in a second, okay?
Some U.S. businesses are getting sued for cookies on their websites. Is yours next? CookieBot gives you automated compliance with legal frameworks built in. CookieBot. Start now for free.
With today's NBA stars, no lead is safe.
Bet on it. Up 20 used to be a lock.
To Steph, Booker, and Brunson.
Want $1,000 weight loss medication for $50? It all starts with
Investigators leave the room for just over 10 minutes before returning and dropping a bomb on Orby's story.
You know, my job as an interviewer, sometimes I have to ask hard questions, okay? Man up and tell me the truth, okay? So I'm going to be blunt about it, okay? Did you kill your wife? You didn't shoot your wife? Because I've got 2 other people telling me different. Are your kids liars?
No.
Your kids are not liars?
No.
Because you're calling them liars?
Why am I calling liars?
Because your kids told me Daddy did this.
I didn't do it. I was outside with the kids.
Well, why would they say that?
I don't know.
Why would your kids say Daddy shot Mommy?
I didn't do it.
It's worth noting it's unknown if the interrogator was actually told this information by the children, or if he is feigning in order to compel Orby into a confession.
There's bad people in the world, okay? But, 99.9% of people are good people. I think you're a good person. You've got to take care of all these kids. Your wife lays in bed, doing drugs, talking to other men. What man wouldn't say? I've had enough of this. Doesn't mean you're a bad person. You just got tired of it. Worthless. What has she done? For you? For the kids? Nothing.
I just want to go home. You said I can leave.
You got blood on shoes, man. Huh? You got blood on your shoes right there. How'd they get there?
I don't know.
The blood on your shorts. She's saying Daddy killed Mommy. Okay, that's something she's witnessed.
She wasn't in the house.
If she's saying Daddy was in the house before the gun went off.
What happened to my kids?
What do you mean what happened to your kids? Sounds like you have a good support structure. Orby. Look, man, I know you did this. I'm just trying to get you released as certain. I don't know the answer. He knows the answer. Her family needs to know. Her kids later on need to know. They deserve to know what happened. That's why we're here. Your wife deserves it. You deserve it. Just tell us what happened.
We got into it. I couldn't take no more of it. She was still talking to another dude. I grabbed me out of the $50. And put it to her head and pulled the trigger.
Was she asleep? So what'd you do with the gun after you shot your wife? Did you call her mom like you said you did? They lied.
I called her mom.
Would you lie to her and say she shot herself?
No, she's trying to take care of my kids.
Are you bearing the burden of taking care of everything, doing everything? Okay.
Her leaving the other guy, talking to the other guy, all the arguing. She quit taking her medicine. Everything else. Could take it no more.
Hang tight here for a second, okay?
I'm not here.
Hang tight.
Can I make a phone call?
Get your phone, yes.
I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Just take care of my kids, okay? I'm going with you. I did it. I did it. I couldn't take it no more. Just take care of my kids. I don't know you. I couldn't take it no more. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking. I'm sorry. Everybody go and hate me now. I don't get to hate you. I don't get to do like you do. That's it. That's it. I did it. I'm going to have to tell Nick now what she's going to do. I got reason to pay the first only in that house. You just get everything you can online, please. The Xbox, everything. The Xbox controller is over the sink in the cabinet. You're my TV, and my sound bar, and the control of the TV and everything else.
Hey. I'm on my go. You're already being placed under arrest for murder, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Hang tight, okay?
Thank you.
Are you okay?
No, I need help. I understand. This could take no more of it.
I get that, man. Bear with us, okay?
After his arrest, Orby Wilson was charged with 1 count of first-degree murder, an X-level felony, and 1 count of tampering with evidence, a Class D felony. However, not long after these charges, Orby faced an additional slew of charges for 2 counts of incest on a victim under the age of 12, 2 counts of use of a minor under the age of 16 in a sexual performance, and 2 counts of possessing matter, portraying a sexual performance by a minor under the age of 12. For privacy reasons, we are not disclosing further details related to those charges. He eventually made a plea deal and was found guilty on all counts roughly a year later. He was sentenced to 20 years on each count, with exception to tampering evidence for 5 years. He will serve all sentences concurrently. With jail credit, Orby will be eligible for parole in June of 2042, when he will be 50 years old. He will then serve 5 years of supervised release and will forever be registered as a sex offender.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Robbins. Listen, I've spent the last 43 years now working with people all over the world in 100 countries to show them.
Was her average age range preteen to teen? So.
You crack out of your egg and your heart is already running at 1,200 beats a minute. Not because something scared you, not because something is wrong, because that is simply the price of being what you are. You are the size of a bumblebee. You weigh less than a paperclip. You are completely blind. And the egg beside you in this nest, the one that was there when you started cracking through your shell, isn't going to hatch. It was never going to hatch. You don't know that. You don't know anything yet. You open your mouth. Your mother built this nest from spider silk because it is the only material on Earth that stretches as you grow. She planned that before you existed. She is already gone again. Before you finish swallowing, she cannot stay. You will learn what that means later. Right now, you are warm and fed and you have no idea what you are. Skip forward. You are a few weeks old and you have discovered the only thing that matters. You are always hungry. Not sometimes. Not when food is scarce. Always. Every 15 minutes of every hour you are awake, your body needs fuel. Go long enough without it, and your body starts consuming itself, burning muscle, burning organ. Go a little longer than that, and the whole thing stops. You do not understand any of this. You only know the feeling, and the feeling never goes away. Skip forward. Your mother teaches you by doing. She hovers at a flower, pulls back, hovers again. She is not explaining, she does not have time, and neither do you. You try. Your bill misses completely, and you smack face first into the side of the flower. You try again. Again. On the 4th attempt, you get it. The nectar hits your tongue, and for a fraction of a second, the feeling goes away. Then it comes back. Go find another flower. When you finally fly, really fly, it is astonishing. Not flapping, rotating. Your shoulders move in a way no other birds can. You hover. You reverse. You hold perfectly still in open air and the world does not move underneath you. You are the smallest thing in this canopy, and for one moment it feels like the canopy was built for something exactly your size. Then the sun moves. Behind a cloud. The temperature drops 2 degrees. The feeling comes back. Go find a flower. The light goes. And your body does something that if someone found you doing it, they would think you were dead. Your temperature drops 50 degrees. Your heart goes from 1,200 beats a minute to fewer than 50. You stop reacting to sound. You stop reacting to touch. You are not asleep. You are something closer to off. This is the only way you make it through the night. Your body burns almost nothing in this state, just enough to keep the cells from dying. Not because you chose this, not because you learned it, because anything that couldn't do this is already gone. You are descended from every hummingbird that made it through the night before you. That is the only reason you exist. You cannot wake up. You cannot run. You cannot do anything except hold the branch with locked toes while the night passes over you. The owl doesn't find you tonight. Tomorrow night, you'll do this again. Every night for the rest of your life. Waking takes almost an hour. You shiver through all of it, muscles firing and releasing, heating you from the inside because the sun is not fast enough. Your stomach is completely empty. The shivering is burning what little you have left. The second your wings are warm enough, you go. You don't stretch. You don't look around. You go straight to the nearest flower because there is nothing else. This is the first thing you do every morning for your entire life. You've survived the nights. You've survived the hunger. And now you find out something nobody tells you about hummingbirds. You are furious. Not defensive, not cautious, furious in a way that makes no sense for something your size. Last week, you spent 40 minutes chasing a red-tailed hawk out of your airspace. It weighed 400 times more than you. It left. You claimed 3 flowers. Just 3. That is your whole world right now. 3 flowers, a line of nectar, and the absolute conviction that nothing else is allowed near them. The fight that gets you there leaves your opponent with a bill tip broken, clean off against something hard. That detail tells you how many times he has fought before. Something is on the branch beside your largest flower. You have flown past it 14 times today. It has not moved once. You've worked these flowers for 3 days. You know this spot. You trust this spot. You come in from the left the way you always do. Bill extended, already thinking about the next flower. You don't see it. You don't have time to see it. One moment you are flying toward the flower. The next moment something has you. You beat your wings. Hard. Harder. The wings that can fly backwards, that moved fast enough to leave a hawk standing still in the air. They beat and nothing changes. The mantis weighs almost exactly what you do. It has been here since before you started this morning. It has been doing nothing for 4 hours, and it is better at waiting than you are at anything. Some hummingbirds escape this. The ones that don't are simply gone. Nobody finds them. Nobody notices. The colony keeps working the flowers. You have to be one of the ones that escapes. You sit on a branch across the garden. Still, your chest is moving faster than it should be. The mantis is still on the stem. It has already reset. It is going to be there tomorrow. Your flowers are on the other side of it. Here is what you are when everything is working. You have memorized every flower in your territory, their locations, and the exact time each one refills after the last visit.
She took the same elevator every day, but today she remained. Her new path had arrived. Via elevator or by book, who could really say? Explore your
I have been to work for the state, and if I have to watch your cheeks hanging out again, I will call CPS. For all sitting over there. You don't get to touch me. No, look.
Reach as short as her skirt. It was like this, and you could see everything open.
Here's this woman I don't know who just came up and touched my bare butt. Like, I have no clue who this is.
A video of a heated confrontation between a mother and a group of younger women goes viral. It captured the aftermath of the older woman tugging on the younger one's skirt, claiming to prevent lewdness. Drama reaches untenable heights as police seek the truth in a case of conflicting, sensationalist reports. The following is based on official police records. It's the evening of April 20th, 2024. Sakura, a Japanese steakhouse in St. George, Utah, is booked with high schoolers before their spring formal dance. Footage uploaded to TikTok captures a heated confrontation between waiting diners.
I have been to work for the state, and if I have to watch your cheeks hanging out again, I will call CPS.
Over 18. She is 19 years old.
My cheeks. You don't get to touch.
What's captured on camera is only a fraction of what each side would later claim happened.
You don't get to touch.
We're all sitting over there. You don't get to touch me.
The clip, posted by CC Snow, is viewed over 500,000 times within hours. But what viewers don't know yet is that the woman threatening to call CPS does in fact work inside the Utah Attorney General's office. The older woman, later identified as 48-year-old Ida Ann Lorenzo, files an incident report with the St. George Police Department as she perceives that her family's safety is at stake.
We were at a restaurant yesterday. I was sitting with a 10-year-old sitting on my right-hand side. A bunch of girls walked in. Their skirts were so short that as we're standing there, I see the 10-year-old pointing to one of them, and you could see her entire and the butt cheeks and everything hanging out. And immediately I was like, oh my God, that is completely inappropriate. We do not need to be sitting at a restaurant having a 10-year-old look at someone's private part. They were saying that this particular group of girls, they're called the Slut Squad, and they were just bullies. They bullied everybody around them. And in my opinion, if 17-year-olds that are going to a high school ball are sitting there calling them bullies and they're known and labeled as the stripper squad, in my opinion, they're fully aware that the behavior is not okay.
She claims to have only acted because the police could not in a timely manner. She meets the responding officer the following day.
Hello, are you Ida?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Good.
Good to meet you. So, these little girls have continued to incite a mob, and I've been harassed all day. Not only did you take it, they took it down from St. George Post and her Facebook, but now she put it on Instagram, and now she put it on TikTok. Like, at some point, something needs to be done. It needs to be stopped, and they have a reputation for doing this, which is why none of the minor kids wanted to get up and say anything. And so, I don't...
The video she posted is currently reached 517,000 views. Oh. Damn. Yeah. And you're telling me that she was not wearing any underwear?
As we could see, yeah, exactly. We could see pubic hair, skin, and everything, like, honestly.
Are you saying the opening?
Yes, because we were actually seated, and she was standing up, and she was at a higher...
So you were under her? Due to
the shortness of her skirt, it was like this, and you could see everything open. Not only were there minors involved that were all seated around me, but my son was present as well. That's the only reason why I was like, listen, you're hanging out in front of minors. That's not something that you should take lightly.
Well, just contact your employers, let them know the situation, and that they might be getting...
Well, I talked to one of the attorneys, and they're like, I talked to my boss.
Oh, no, relax.
PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Janaka Bosniake. There are some world records that are, impressive. The fastest mile, the heaviest weight lifted. And then there are the records that just make you ask, why? This is one of those. Meet 24-year-old Janaka Bosniake from Sri Lanka. In 2012, Janaka decided he wanted to break the world record for being buried alive. Yeah, you heard that right. He wanted to be voluntarily buried in a pit 10 feet deep for as long as possible. On the morning of the attempt, at around 9:30 a.m., Janaka climbed into a narrow wooden box. His family and friends helped lower him into the pit. They covered the box with wooden planks, and then they started shoveling. They piled the earth back into the hole, sealing him in complete darkness, 10 feet underground. Now, let's just think about that for a second. The weight of the earth pressing down. The sound of the dirt hitting the wood above you, getting fainter and fainter. The absolute, total blackness. It's the stuff of nightmares. Inside that box, the air would have gotten warm and stale almost immediately. The first few minutes would have been just, panic. A desperate, primal need for fresh air. Janaka would have started with shallow, rapid breaths, his heart pounding in his chest. But soon, every breath would become a struggle. The oxygen level drops and the carbon dioxide level rises. That's when the real horror begins. A burning sensation in the lungs, a crushing headache. Your ears start to ring, your fingers and lips turn blue. You get confused, you start to hallucinate. In his final moments, Janaka would have been clawing at the wooden box, his nails splitting, his fingers bleeding, in a desperate, futile attempt to escape. Every gasp for air would feel like a knife in his chest. At around 4 p.m., after about 6.5 hours, his family dug him up. They pulled the box out of the ground and opened it. Janaka was unconscious. They rushed him to the hospital, but it was too late. He was pronounced dead. The official cause of death wasn't just one thing. It was a combination of suffocation, carbon dioxide poisoning, and the immense pressure on his chest and lungs from the weight of the earth. Bro, he wanted a world record, but instead, he got one of the most terrifying deaths imaginable. Vladimir Ledzinski, Finland. A beautiful country, known for its lakes, its forests, and its saunas. They take their saunas very, very seriously. So seriously, in fact, that they used to host the World Sauna Championship. Yes, I'm serious. The rules were simple. A group of people sit in a sauna heated to 230 degrees Fahrenheit. Every 30 seconds, half a liter of water is poured onto the stove. The last person to walk out on their own 2 feet is the winner. In 2010, the final came down to 2 men. the reigning 5-time champion, a Finn named Timo Kaukonen, and a Russian amateur wrestler, 60-year-old Vladimir Ledizhensky. Both men were experienced. They knew what they were doing, or so they thought. For 6 minutes, they sat in that scorching heat as steam and scalding water filled the air. The temperature just kept rising. Outside, spectators watched through the glass door. They could see the two men, sweating profusely, their skin turning a deep, angry red. And then, something went wrong. Both men started to convulse. The judges realized this wasn't part of the competition. They rushed to the door and dragged the two men out. What they saw was horrific. Their skin was covered in massive, weeping blisters. In some places, it was literally sloughing off their bodies. The inside of the sauna was spattered with blood and fluid. Vladimir was dead. Timo Kaukonen was in critical condition, but he survived, though with severe burns and kidney failure. The autopsy on Vladimir revealed he had died from third-degree burns, but it also revealed something else. He had used strong painkillers and a numbing anesthetic ointment all over his body before the final. He couldn't feel the damage being done. He couldn't feel his own body cooking. His skin was literally melting. His internal organs were failing from the extreme heat, but the painkillers masked the agony. He sat there, stoically, while his body was destroyed from the inside out. The competition was immediately canceled and has never been held again. And for good reason. Guy Garman. Some people are just built different. They see a mountain, they have to climb it. They see a record, they have to break it. And then there's Guy Garman, a successful ear, nose, and throat doctor from the U.S. Virgin Islands. But his patients knew him by another name, Doc Deep, and he took that name seriously. In just a few years, he went from a casual scuba diver to an extreme technical diver, obsessed with going deeper than anyone else. In August 2015, he set his sights on the ultimate prize, a world record dive to 1,200 feet. For context, that's like diving the full height of the Empire State Building, underwater, in total darkness. Now, the previous record holder was a highly experienced professional diver. Guy was not. He had fewer than 600 total dives, and only about 35 of those were below 500 feet. He was, by all accounts, rushing. He was warned by other divers that he was moving too fast, that he was skipping crucial steps in his training. But he wouldn't listen.
Nope.
On August 15th, he began his descent. The plan was to meet a series of support divers at different depths on his way back up. But he never made it to the first rendezvous. He just disappeared into the abyss. His body was recovered 3 days later. So what happened down there, in the crushing dark? It's a cocktail of horrors. At that depth, you can get something called high-pressure neurological syndrome, or HPNS. Your hands start to tremble uncontrollably. You get muscle spasms, tunnel vision, and a crippling cognitive fog. You can't think straight. You can't even trust your own hands to work the equipment. Then there's the pain. A deep, grinding pain in your joints, especially your knees and shoulders, as the immense pressure literally compresses your cartilage. It feels like your bones are being crushed in a vice. And all the while, the nitrogen in the air you're breathing becomes a powerful narcotic. You feel drunk, disoriented, making fatal mistakes without even realizing it. The official cause of death was drowning. But he didn't just drown. He was lost in a neurological storm, crippled by pain, and hopelessly intoxicated by the very air he was breathing. He was an amateur who tried to conquer the deep. And the deep, it doesn't suffer fools. Sailendra Nath Roy. And now for something completely different. Meet Sailendra Nath Roy, a 49-year-old police driver from India. Sailendra wasn't a diver or a mountaineer.
I listed this on eBay in like 2 seconds and got a really good price.
Find what you love, sell what you don't.
Goodbye.
Help your career thrive with a program designed for real-world success.
Learn more at wgu.edu.
OMG, y'all. Travelers swear by this one trick.
What's up with Mom?
She's been scrolling travel advice for hours. Now she's got influencer brain.
Wonder what this luggage brand sent me? It's luggage. Vocal fry. Time for a glow up. Hashtag paid partner. Stop scrolling. Keep scrolling. Stop scrolling.
You gotta use Kayak. They compare hundreds of sites so you always get your trip right.
Oh, Mama's back, fam. Illy.
Kayak. Got that right.
What's the name? What's the name? What's the name? What's the name?
His claim to fame was his hair. No, seriously. He was a Guinness World Record holder for traveling the farthest on a zip line, attached only by his long, luscious ponytail. In 2013, he decided to break his own record. The stage was set at the Coronation Bridge in West Bengal over the Teesta River. A 600-foot steel cable was stretched across the river, about 65 feet above the water. A crowd of hundreds gathered to watch. Sailendra attached his ponytail to a pulley on the cable, and with a cheer from the crowd, he was off. For a while, everything went perfectly. He was gliding across the river, his body dangling beneath him, suspended only by his hair. And then, about halfway across, he just stopped. His hair had gotten tangled in the pulley mechanism. He was stuck, dangling helplessly, 65 feet above the river. At first, the crowd cheered, thinking it was part of the show. But then, the minutes started to tick by. Sailendra was trying to free himself, shouting for help, his arms flailing. You could see the panic set in. Imagine the pain. The entire weight of your body pulling on your scalp. A searing, burning pain, like 1,000 needles being driven into your skull. His arms would have gotten tired, his muscles screaming in protest. He hung there for about 45 minutes, struggling, while the crowd below watched in horrified silence. Eventually, he went limp. Rescuers finally managed to get him down, but it was too late. He had suffered a massive heart attack. The extreme stress and pain had literally broken his heart. His wife had begged him not to do it. She told him it was too dangerous, that this should be his last stunt. He promised her it would be. He was right. Diana Paris. Skydivers are a different breed. They call themselves swoopers and canopy pilots. They talk about boogies and tracking. It's a whole subculture built around the thrill of falling. But sometimes, that thrill comes at a terrible price. Meet Diana Paris, a 46-year-old skydiver from Berlin, Germany. In April 2014, she was in Arizona, taking part in a massive event. 222 skydivers were attempting to set a new world record for the largest freefall formation. Imagine that. 222 people jumping out of multiple planes at 18,000 feet, trying to link up in a giant, intricate path.